Yes, people, what is going on? Hope you are all good. The Miami Dolphins have won, finally, thank God. Of course, I'm not in my normal setup. There's been a few complications and stuff. The game last night meant it was kind of impossible to film a review afterwards. So this is my review for the game now. Obviously, slightly late. I do apologise for that. But the Miami Dolphins have won, which is the most important thing. And I tell you what, we look bloody good doing it as well. We look bloody good doing it. A lot of people, I always watch the NFL analysts and all the, the columnists and the journalists and all these people all give their predictions about the Dolphins week in, week out, saying that the other team's going to win. And one journalist from the NFL said that the Dolphins were going to win. And we absolutely blew the Jacksonville Jaguars away by quite comfortably as well. Let's not lie to ourselves here. We had 3 opening drives. We scored on all 3 of them, 3 TDs, 21 points, pretty much establishing our foothold in the game. Then we managed to go and get the second half TD as well, plus a field goal, and that just put it out of reach completely. Now, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't perfect at all. It wasn't perfect at all, but it was the main thing was that we got the dub. It was a big win because you don't want to go 0-3. We did it last year and it kind of sets a tone for the season. It was a really important game on a quick turnaround and we did very, very well. Jacksonville, of course, it was an away game, so you do have to go on the road. So you had to travel up the day before. Although it's not far away, you still have to travel up the day before. So there was a lot of potential banana skins and the Dolphins overcome that. So I'm really, really happy. Also, we looked that good without really having Devontae Parker. He's in my fantasy team and I was really kind of hoping that he was going to be able to push on. But the hamstring worry is still, still a big problem for him. So he wasn't as explosive as he could have been. Preston Williams got the first TD. Really happy for him because he's a great player. He needs to be kind of involved more. Gesicki, he's fantastic. What a weapon to have. Ryan Fitzpatrick plays amazing. Managed to get himself a TD as well. And then Jordan Howard pumped in the other one. It was a very, very good performance from the Dolphins. Let's not lie to ourselves. It's the kind of thing that we needed. Obviously, you need to win every game, of course. But the 0-3 start would have been absolutely catastrophic. Now, people are saying that the Jacksonville Jaguars were genuinely a playoff team before this game. Now, the fact that we are on the same record, are we not a playoff team potentially? I don't know. Be honest with you, after 3 games, I don't think what I'm seeing is playoff contention. But again, you build up a little bit of momentum and hopefully things come for the better. Of course, we were without Byron Jones, which is obviously a massive acquisition for us. But they were without out a few people as well. DJ Chark is the main one that comes to mind. So yeah, it was a bit of a weird one because, both teams were hit by injuries. We were a little bit more lucky. But the main problem I had with the win is the defensive side of the ball. Because although we, stopped them on many, many occasions, we did really well. It was the yards after contact that really gets me going. It's something that Brian Flores will want to massively eradicate. And I don't think it's that possible. But yeah, it was absolutely almost damaging. I'm not going to lie. It was almost damaging. The amount of yards that we gave up after contact. We make contact with someone, we can't bring them down, for whatever reason it is. And that just needs to be a little bit better. That's the problem with the secondary. And even the likes of Carl Van Noy, he had a couple of big plays yesterday. He had the fumble recovery, which is awesome. But again, sometimes I just think he kind of lacks. Maybe that's because we're in week 3. We haven't had a preseason. We haven't had an opportunity really to eradicate those problems. And this year is a very, very different year. Let's not lie to ourselves here, Dolphins fans. It's one of those ones, you don't like to see it, but unfortunately there's been a lot of injuries that have come into the season with us and also, of course, around the league as well. Tua, I think, was slightly unlucky maybe to not get onto the field yesterday, right at the end, but there we are. That's a lovely problem to have. Certain teams haven't even got their first string QB. So, it's just one of those problems. Unfortunately, it's going around the league at the moment. It is going to probably happen to us at some point. But for now, let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum driving forward. And, picking up the dub is what matters most. There was just a few, Gardner Minshew, we managed to really kind of shut down. Fitzpatrick just had an absolutely brilliant game. We run the ball a hell of a lot more. Miles Gaskin was absolutely fantastic, I thought. I generally really, really impressed by him. That also begs the question, why do we sign Jordan Howard and why do we sign Matt Breida? But either way, Gaskins was absolutely superb. I'm really, really happy for him. We just had that dual threat where with Jacksonville, they knew that the run was going to be where they had a lot of success. And when we stopped that, they didn't really know what to do. We managed to run down the clock. And I have to say, the game went a lot quicker than I thought it would because we managed the clock very, very well. We didn't do anything stupid. There was a few times we went 3 and out, and maybe I was looking at it going, you know, could you maybe throw in the ball, get another 3 downs, and then you could have potentially seen the game off a lot quicker? Because there was a worry towards the end of the game where we generally thought they might have come back into it. But either way, the dub is the dub. That's the most important thing. Not the perfect performance at all, but really the Dolphins showing what we can do, which is, you know, people are mugging us off. We are a genuinely decent team. And, you know, we have had 2 tough games the first 2 weeks. We faced someone who's around about a similar level to us, and we've shown what we can do. Not even at our best performance, I don't think, either. But a good performance from us, not our best. But still, the dub is the most important thing. So, yeah, that's just my little bit of a reaction and somewhat of analysis, I suppose, from the game. I didn't do it last night because it was stupid early hours of the morning here in London. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you are new around here, please do make sure you like, share and subscribe. Subscribe to Craigo28 Sport and Craigo28 Football. I'll see you back here for loads more Dolphins content. Come on! Fins up, baby. Get in!